Okay, so I zeroed my dial right as I began to side wheel this the fixed jaw. You can see back there, I don't know if you can even see it. You can see the shiny spot down here at the bottom where I just barely kissed it. And I zeroed my dial right as that happened. Now I'm 2 thousandths off of that same spot. So I should be able to move across without any interference. I just hear a piece of loose grit doing something on the way by, but yeah, we're right up against that. We're 2 thousandths off of that. Now we can start our down feed, and we know we've got maximum wheel contact with that vice bed to keep that little hump off of there that we were fighting. All right, let's do a little down feed and a touch off, and we're gonna pull a 1/10 out of it all the way across. finaled on this on the bed now. So maybe we can get over to the surface plate, measure it for the last time, and the bed's done. Then we need to concentrate on this face and these sliders down the side for the movable jaw. Okay, let's get over the surface plate and get another look at it. All right, hoping you can see that indicator there. We're going to come up. This is my old setting, so that's going to tell you right there we pulled 2/10 out of it on the final. Not much. It was just a real light dusting. So I'm going to get re-zeroed here. Make sure we're that happy with that 0. Yep, we're snapping back. Are you guys able to see that? Yeah, you can see it. There's my 0. About 0.9 preload. All right, I'm just going to slide it this way. There you have it. We're within 1/10. You're just about half an increment below 0. So pretty happy for parallelism. Run across to this side. 0 again. Oh, I just crashed into it. All right, let's see if we 0 over here. Let's do it this way. No, I bumped it pretty hard. Yes, I did. Yeah, I ran into that like a Mack truck. All right, let's see. Zero. Okay. Back to where we were. This side's even better. All right, so we're 0 there. This time we're not going to run into the indicator. We're going to go back to our starting point and see if we grab our same 0, which we do. So that quantifies our measurement, even though we did run into our indicator. And we'll go ahead and slide that one more time. Okay. That's it for the bed. Bed done. Next challenge is this face, and you can see the shiny spot there where I side wheeled it to make sure I got in tight to the relief that was cut in there. But we need to figure out how we're going to grind this. Let me go get the wheel I'm going to use, and I'll show you. Now, this is a pretty large cup wheel, and it's the same grit and grade as the other one. But what this does is it allows my arbor to be recessed and stand up here, and this will clear my belt guard and the wheel guard and everything. And I can come in here and I can grind across. Tilt it so you see what I'm doing. So I can come in here and grind across this fixed jaw and get a full grind on it. The only thing I have to do is redress the wheel and give it somewhat of a flat spot. You know, I'm just going to give it maybe a 1/4 inch of flat. So I've got a 1/4 inch of wheel to work with to get my way across there. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let me get this on the machine, get this set up, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I checked it for square before I grind here and here. I want to make sure everything's standing up parallel and square to the world off this bottom. And I checked it this direction, and this direction. And Tom's got it pretty darn square. I was using the Square Master, and I took you guys for a ride. I parked the GoPro on top like I usually do, and did all my squareness checks, and battery dead. I was just talking away like I had good sense, and didn't capture a bit of it. But she is square in these two directions based on this surface down here. So now we can reference off of that. Now that we know we're square, we can get here and here. We can get these two surfaces here. And I'm hoping my spindle goes up far enough to get over here and grab this. I'm pretty sure it will. So, we're going to go in with a cup wheel like we talked about earlier. All right. So let's get these two surfaces ground, and we'll go from there. Okay. So here's the setup. There's your cup wheel. There's your profile that's on the cup wheel. And I got blue tape on the bed that I just ground. It measures 8 thousandths thick. Masking tape is pretty heavy. So if I see blue tape coming out of there when I'm grinding, that means stop. So I certainly don't want to get any grinder on the, or get any wheel marks or anything on the bed. So I've got plenty of overlap. I think I'm in good shape. I'm good to grind that jaw. Okay, so we got the fixed jaw done. There's your result there. And the cup wheel lasted through the rough grind, then I had to stop, redress, and come back. It was starting to get hot out at this edge. When I was just coming off the part, I was coming this way, and I was getting some heat here. And when I came back for my finish grind, it left kind of a hole along that edge, and I had to do 2 finish passes on that. But results are good. Got it all knocked down. Took a total of 6 thousandths off of it. All right. Let's get it over on the surface plate and measure it. Okay, hopefully you can see that. I'm using the GoPros. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that because of the glare. I'm going to try to park kind of right here and see, hope for the best. We're going to get it up on 0. Sure, repeat. Okay, we're good. Now we're just going to do some sweeps. Gee, was that gauge broken? No, that's good. All right. Top to bottom's good. No little ramp or anything funny down there at the bottom. There, I'm falling down into the relief there. Okay, and 0 there again. Down to here. Pretty good. It's within 1/10. Fall off. I don't see any funny high spots or anything. Can I get under that gauge? Nope. Didn't leave myself enough headroom. Squeak! All right, but we're doing good. All right, so this is done. Next up, we're going to do, slide you guys up here. Next up, we got to do this back right here. And again, I'm hoping my spindle goes up high enough where I can get this grind on. I don't know how important this is. This is just a kind of a cosmetic thing. I don't know anybody that's ever taken a vise and plopped it down on a mag plate or whatever over to here. But you know what? It's a reference surface. Someone might want to indicate off of it someday. So let's grind it and get it flat. All the ones I've ever seen are ground there. Let's go see if my spindle goes up high enough to take care of that. All right. Okay, well, we had to put a smaller wheel on. That spindle's all the way at the top of its travel. You see how much room I got in between the wheel and the work. And we're magged down. Everything's clean. That wheel's got a fresh dress. Radius on both sides. It's freshly dressed here, and then I give it a little corner radius on each side because we're going to be traveling back and forth both directions on this. And it's secure as hell. That thing ain't going nowhere. So we got plenty of meat down there against the mag. We're up against the fence. This shouldn't take too long to dress that up. So let's get to grinding that. So this grind's done on the back side here, parallel with the jaws, parallel with the base. So, I mean, we can check it when we go over to the surface plate, but there's no reason I can't think of that it wouldn't end up parallel as well. Next up is the longitudinal grooves down the side. Those are going to be fun. So we're going to get ready for another wheel change out and bring you back for that. Be right back. Okay, let's see if we can get you guys in on this. We're just going to check this top real quick. And let's get up on a 0 here. All right, we repeat. We're pretty happy there. We're just going to swoop across this way. And I moved the angle of my indicator so I should be able to make a pass underneath now. Oh, look at me. Okay. And so we're looking good. All right, so we're happy with the back. We're happy with the jaw. All that's left are these grooves right here. The longitudinal grooves, that's what that's on this, what I'm going to point with here. Right here, the fixed jaw, or the movable jaw, rides on this. And so we're going to need to grind that face in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the old trick with the laws of averaging. Let me go get a wheel and I'll demonstrate how we're going to make that cut, because it's a very skinny little wheel. But let me go grab a wheel and give you a point of reference so you can see what we're doing there. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the dish wheel we use to do the bed to get up tight to the vice jaw. Now, and this is the dress we're going to use, slightly flat right here, and dressed on this edge right here. So we're going to be dressed here and here to a nice sharp corner here. And all we're going to be doing is going right in this groove like this and make a longitudinal pass down each side. Now what we'll do, let me get this wheel out of the way. I don't like wheels around my surface plate in the first place. They like to scatter little bits of grit everywhere. What we're going to do is we're going to set this up so it's up against a fence, and I'm going to grind, and then we're going to flip, and then I'm going to grind, and then I'm going to flip, and we're going to keep advancing the wheel until we're side wheeling. We're going to be bottom wheeling in this groove here, but we're also going to be side wheeling this face here. So that face gets side wheeled, this face gets bottom wheeled. And you can see we've got the relief in the corner right there. Right there's a little relief for the edge of the wheel to fall into. But we want these to be very, very equal. So bottom wheel, side wheel, flip, bottom wheel, side wheel, flip, each time advancing the wheel slightly. So we need to get that groove ground and clean, and that's going to be our next setup. After that, this base is done, and then we can move on to the movable jaw. Okay, let's go get the machine set up, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so here's the setup for grinding the fence here and here. If you want to call it a fence or a guide, whatever you want to call it. But we're set up to make a pass down this way, flip the vise, and make a pass down the other way. And we'll keep advancing our down feed and our side shift till we get both surfaces clean and equal. Okay, we're just basically using the laws of averaging to get those things cleaned up and equal to each other. Thanks for the sticker, Adam. Okay, let's get this thing fired up and going. I got the GoPro charged, so we'll stick you on there. All right. Okay, so now we're going to begin. I've already determined that this side is lower than the other side by not much. I don't know. It's a couple thou. So what we're going to do is I'm going to flip. So, flip here. can just hear the wheel touching there. So I'm going to come in and kiss this just a little bit and do about a half thou down feed, flip, check the other side. We're going to just keep bouncing back and forth till we get full contact on both of them before we start doing any traversing. So let's get started. Well, I've zeroed my hand wheel and I'm working up towards this bottom for the side wheel. And right now we're about 4 thousandths off of the other side. I'm just going to do this in half thou increments. And I'm going to do it I'm going to sweep across it fast. I'm going to let it cool in between. Side wheeling runs you awfully hot. And we've almost got a full clean. I got another 2 thou to go. Another 1 thou to go. Okay, so we're done with the base. Got the side rails done. These side rails are finished. I'll let you get a peek at that. And they're equal to each other in depth. And we still don't fit because this is undersized. This was oversized, this was undersized. And we're running out of headroom, you know. I did just enough to clean these up. So I'll just put a pair of calipers on here real quick and zero it on that surface. And then let's see how much we got here. So we've got 6 thousandths of room to grind here. That's only 3 thousandths per side, 3 thousandths here and 3 thousandths here. Then that should be a perfect fit. So it's going to be close. And I wish I had left a little more room when I asked for my 5 thousandths per side. But because this needs to be a very tight fit on that base to keep this fixed jaw from rocking and rolling. So yeah, let's do this next. That's going to be, I guess, in part 3. This is going to be part 2. Part 1 was us punking Brad Jacob. So part 1, us screwing around. Part 2 comes to a close with this base finished. And stay tuned for part 3 for us getting this matched to this. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.